Mike Bohn here after the UFC 315 press conference with the champ, Valentina Shevchenko, who just had her first chance to get in front of Manon Fiorot, square off with her. What were your takeaways from the press conference today?
I wish there would be a little bit more translation because they kind of like didn't translate what she was saying. So I kind of like don't know what she was saying. And I wish for the next time we have more interactions. But yeah, it's kind of like the process what it's usually supposed to be before the fight, and being 2 months away from the fight, it doesn't give you too much, only like size wise, and you kind of like measuring a little bit, like just feeling the energy of your opponent. But this is it's not more than that. And now the hard work in front, like for 2 months, like non-stop trainings, and I feel the like closer face-offs to the fight, it's gonna be more intense.
Yeah, and I was wondering about the same thing with the translations, but you speak so many languages, Valentina. I was like, maybe she understands everything. I wasn't sure, but your French needs some work, maybe.
Oh yeah, it's probably I will have to work on it for the next press conference.
That's great. This fight, we didn't know if we were going to get it or not, right? Like, she was calling you out, but there was talks maybe the Weili fight would happen. Dana seemed very interested in it after her last fight. What happened? Did they offer that fight? Did they want to do it, or was this, even though Dana said that, was this always going to be next?
Oh, for me it doesn't matter. I don't care much about like what process is going in their mind, what they're thinking, what fight is going to be good, better for the promotions. I just here to fight, and this is what's important for me. They throw me a name, I accept this name. It's like, for me, I never been someone who, I don't want to fight this girl, I want to fight this fighter. No, I love to fight. This is my martial arts, it's my life, my lifestyle, my philosophy, everything, and that's why like just bring them on.
Yeah, no one can question that part. I mean, you just fought Alexa 3 times in a row and did the last 2 on a Mexican Independence Day, so you're obviously willing to fight whoever. But is it nice to not be fighting Alexa again and having a different opponent now?
It's kind of like we could avoid all these 3 times, but after the second, definitely the first fight, it happened what happened, and in the second fight, I won the fight, and because of the certain circumstances, they gave a draw, and that's why it was leading to the third fight. But if it would be fair result of the fight, we would finish on the second fight.
Yeah, it's very true. And here they put Alexa on this card too. You can't get away from her.
Looks like she wanna be closer to me. She wanna feel this like championship spirit.
Yeah. This is a great card for the division, though, right? Like Alexa, Natalia, and Jasmine, who was sitting next to you against Jessica Andrade. Does this excite you to know that on the night you're fighting, maybe the next contender gets established as well?
I think it's amazing for the female sport, for female MMA, when there is so many good, talented, brilliant fighter on the same card. So yeah, I definitely think it's going to be one of the most exciting fight cards, and definitely I know the all girls, all fighters, we're gonna put everything what we have to make the fights looks like the best way what we can, because sometimes female fights can be more exciting than men's fight. Not every time, but yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I asked her about the comments about retiring if you accepted the fight, which she said on Twitter, right? I don't know what she said. It wasn't very clear, but do you expect her to honor that? If you beat her, do you expect her to retire?
Oh, she has to respect, because this is what she was putting into the world, her words. And actually, as I comment during the press conference, it's from the person to feel this kind of comments, who says that she's coming from karate, and as I mentioned, karate, it's all about philosophy, respect, and everything. And she's acting like a savate fighter, and right? French boxing savate, when it's and it was how it's developed, how it's born. So sea sailors, in the port, they drink a lot of rum, and they started to fight. Yeah. So I don't think they had too much humble and respect to each other. So she acting like that, and whatever, she can do whatever she wants. I every time respecting my opponents. I know that fight, it's very dangerous situation. situation. Doesn't matter who is in front of you. So leading to the fight, I have respect to all my opponents, and I just gonna do everything what I have to do to win the fight.
Yeah. And this is your second reign as champion now, right? What do you have different goals for what you want this title run to look like compared to your first time as champion, which was such an amazing streak?
I don't divide. The first term, the second term. I don't divide them at all. For me, it's all the one, because the experience what I got into the in between, it's it cost a lot. It's like priceless, because even like going into the training camp, I feel way much stronger than I was before. I feel just like the better version of myself.
And just last thing, since they're turning some lights off on us here, if you win this fight, a lot of people think Manon a great challenger here. What do you want? They talk about Weili, she wants her second belt. Other fighters want second belt. Do you want to go up to 135? Do you want to give Weili a chance? What are your goals? What do you want?
I open to all opportunities. Weili showed a lot of heart in her fights, and with all years what she put on her performance, she shows that she's a great fighter, and why not? It's an amazing fight, and I think all the fans, it's going to be exciting to see that. But for me, as I every time saying, it's one step at a time. I'm not looking jump in front or doing something like that. I am focused on my next fight right now. It's going to be Manon, and after we done with that, and I step forward, and we and my team will gonna think and see what is next for me.
How much of your camp are you doing in your friend's garage, or do you have plans to go elsewhere? I saw you post that video training in the garage the other day.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the training camp. It's very important, and I really love it, because in this moment when you're training in the garage, it's needed sometimes, because you are away from everyone. You focus on your inner spirit. You focus on your performances. You are not thinking how people look at you, who is in the gym, maybe sometimes if you train in different gym, maybe someone filming you or someone taking picture. You don't worry about that. You just focus on your inner spirit, and this is how it's reflecting in your training camp. So it's beginning of training camp to realize, to make everything back, to say, okay, now it's time for hard trainings. No more resting, relaxing, no more things. Yeah, just go forward and fight.
Awesome. Well, I hope it is a great training camp, and we'll see you back here in Montreal in a few months for UFC 315. Yes. Thank you, Valentina.
We will see us definitely. Thank you, Mike.